Good morning. Welcome to Mondays with Marthie. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below. Today I want to talk about three things. One is who's driving, and checklists, and getting lost. So first thing is, a long time ago I printed a car. Can you see that's a car? And it's always important to know who's driving. So in my life, it's me and my husband and my kids and the cat and the dog. But maybe in your life, you'll have different stickers. I put the first letter. So you can move it around, you know. It's stuck well together now, but it's important to know who's driving and who's not driving, and where are you in the car. Are you making decisions, or are you determining where you're going to? I know for me, a challenge a lot of times is I tend to go sit in the back, because I used to be the fourth child, and when we went on holidays, I would sit at the back next to all the suitcases. But so for me, it's a challenge to get into the front and take up the responsibilities that goes with that. So it's something to think about. Where are you sitting in the car? Are you part of the role players that make decisions, or are you just driving, or are you just looking out the window? So, and the next thing I want to talk about is checklists. I'm very forgetful. I'm scatterbrained. Maybe it's because I'm creative, or maybe it's just part of my personality. But that doesn't mean I can't manage that. So for me, I tend to make checklists and recipes for success, so that I can know when I do A, I need to do 10 steps to complete A. And because I tend to forget, it helps me to keep on track. So let's say I'm cleaning the kitchen, I'll know I'll have to make 3 circles around the kitchen to completely finish the job, because the first circle will be like, oh, it's okay. Second circle, oh, I forgot to take the dishes in, and the third thing will be, I forgot to clean the pots. So I need to know that how many circles I have to make in a space to complete the tasks, or how many steps there are. And in a business, I think this is important, or even a recipe, to know that what you're doing needs to be transferable. At one stage in your business, there might be a room to bring somebody in that will help you, and then it makes it easy to translate or tell them, this is what I do, and this is how I do it, and this is my recipe for success. And it makes it transferable, so that you can focus on something that you may be good at, and that somebody else can do what you can do, but it's not your superpower. So that's why we have recipes, that you can have bake pancakes, and it always comes out the same way. I have a very good pancake recipe, by the way, and I have a song about it. Ta-da! I specifically wrote it so that I can remember the recipe, so that I don't have to take out the cookbook. But now I have difficulty remembering the words, so I have our work to do. And then the third thing is getting lost. Yesterday I was walking in the woods with my daughter, and we were taking the dog for a walk, and usually I'm on my own. I have my earphones on, I'm listening to jazz, busy working on a jazz set list, and I went up the mountain, and gone is my daughter. Where did she go? And it was so stressful, because now I'm planning to have a wonderful walk for an hour with the dog and my best friend, my daughter, and I can't find her. And that just made me realize that you need to figure out a plan when somebody gets lost, or when things don't go the way you plan it to, because it can really ruin a good experience. So for example, we went to, what's the place called? We went overseas. I think it was Spain, and we went to see a big cathedral, and it was so big, and we as a family tend not to stick together. This side, that side, and it ended up a disaster, because we didn't have cell phones, couldn't phone each other, and we ended up meeting in the hotel room after both parties have been looking for each other for hours. So it really ruined the day. So my suggestion about getting lost is to have a plan. So when you know that this is where you're going to end up, this is the plan. When you get lost, identify a meeting spot. That I think that is a good solution, is to start with the challenges that you think you might face, identify how you're going to manage it, and then start with the fun activity. So I think with a lot of things it's like that. You must know where you're going to and where you start off from, and what you will do in case of an emergency. So yes, I did find her. She ended up taking the long route. I think it's because she's afraid of snakes. We have snakes here, so I clap with my hands and hope that that will disturb them. But I've only seen snakes once. We were walking and I saw 2 snakes. So now I pretend that never happened. But yeah, touch wood. None of them have been aggressive. So that's the 3 things I want to talk about: is who's driving, are you driving, and if it's not you, you better know who it is and why are you giving that up. And do you have checklists of things that you want to achieve and that you can maybe transfer to somebody else? And the 3rd thing is, if you get lost, what's the plan? Because you don't want to ruin your fun looking for people in the time that you're ready to have fun. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel, leave me comments. This week's gonna be fun. It's a long weekend, so I'm very proud of myself doing this on a Monday when it's a long weekend. And I'm working on house concerts at the moment, so you'll see I did an interview with Hans Hoyer about pianos and why he thinks that it's important to have one. I have an interview with Albert about piano tuning. I'm hoping to do subscripts for that, but it's going to take a while. And I'll do my newsletter this week as well. And I also planning to do at Neil Stacey. He's really passionate about TB. To get his story out about how you can make a difference and be a hero, empowering other people to know about the disease and how you can take the challenge of that. So enjoy your week and have a great Monday.